They proved there is no place like Nebraska. It's for this reason and a great pleasure of mine to be able to present the AP Coach of the Year Award to Nebraska's Fred Hoiberg. We'll stand up. Yep. We'll do a photo op here. A little grip and grin.
Feel free to get your cameras out.
And then we'll go ahead and let you make some comments.
Thank you, Barry.
You bet.
Well, thank you very much, Barry. I really appreciate the kind words. And, you know, I want to start by thanking the AP voters. This really is special because of a lot of the things, Barry, that you just talked about with my family. And, you know, it did start with my grandfather, who moved from, he was Brooklyn, went to St. John's University, played in the old NBL before it became the NBA for 10 seasons, most of those in Fort Wayne, and then started his coaching career at the University of Toledo. And then that led to the job at Nebraska, and that's how my mom's side of the family got to Lincoln. My dad's side, my grandfather, Grandpa Hoiberg, was a professor at Nebraska for 30 years in the sociology department. So we've got a lot of ties to this great university. My mom and dad are graduates of the University of Nebraska, going all the way back to Southeast High School in Lincoln, and we spent a lot of time growing up. My dad got a job at Iowa State when I was 2 years old, and that's where I grew up, but we spent a lot of time in Lincoln and was an absolute diehard Husker football fan to the point where I'd have a complete meltdown if they lost a game on Saturdays, which didn't happen very often when I was growing up. So, you know, I'm really honored to receive this award. And, you know, there's a couple people I want to thank, starting with my wife, Carol. We've been together for 37 years. We started dating when we were 4. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, but, you know, there's a special place in heaven for a coach's wife. I'll say that, with everything that we go through, the ups and downs, the highs and lows. And she's just an absolute rock for our family. And, you know, when you're a professional athlete being on the road, and then you go right into coaching after that, you know, she did a lot as far as raising our kids on her own. And I'm just so grateful to have somebody to share this journey with that I've been together with for such a long time, going all the way back to my sophomore year in high school. So thank you, Carol. She's here today. And also want to thank my kids, Paige and Jack. Paige is on her way. She will be here in a little bit. She's in Chicago now. Born in Indianapolis. Jack, who's working for the San Antonio Spurs, he's a little bit busy right now, but he was also born in Indianapolis, and that's really what makes this cool to receive this award in Indianapolis, where it really started for me. This whole professional basketball journey started at Market Square Arena, playing for Larry Brown for 2 years, playing for Larry Bird for 2 years, and those teams were so much fun to play on. And if not for the Bulls dynasty, I think we would have won a couple world championships here with the Pacers. Also want to thank Sam and Charlie, and to share this journey with them this year really was special. You know, bringing Charlie on board, he was so good for us in a lot of ways, mostly for Sam. And, you know, when you're an identical twin, you just have a way of getting in their head, and Charlie was really good for Sam and his confidence this year, and his game took a huge jump. And I'm so proud of Sam. 5 years, Sam and Charlie are here today, and I can't believe how fast these 5 years have gone with Sam. But he saw this thing when it was at its lowest, and, you know, to see him have such a key role in being the leader of this group was really special for our family. I want to thank my staff. This award is not possible unless you have a connected staff that really buys into the role. You know, you talk about players' acceptance and the roles that you give them. That's the same with your staff. And I've got about eight of my staff members here, but I'm so thankful and grateful for the work, the behind-the-scenes work. I've got 3 grad assistants that are here today as well, and they just do so much behind the scenes that go unappreciated, I think, by a lot of people, but certainly not by me and not by our coaches. So thank you guys for everything that helped lead to this award today. I want to thank the players. This is as much fun as I've ever had coaching this game. I've been in it now for 15 years at the college and NBA level. And this group of guys, I knew from day one they had a chance to be special just because of their daily makeup and their approach. We never had any issue with them. Very few, I think one time we had a player that showed up late for a film session. And when you don't have to worry about distractions, you don't have to worry about agendas. When your guys are connected, as our guys were, it certainly makes our job and our lives as coaches a lot easier and a heck of a lot more enjoyable. And I really want to thank our players, especially our seniors, for getting us and elevating our program to where it's at right now, and where we competed for a Big Ten championship, put ourselves in position. We were ahead for 38 minutes. It pains me, Barry, to talk about that game. We were up 38 minutes to get to the Elite Eight in that game, but it was a fun ride, a special ride. We established a lot of firsts in program history, including the big one, which was getting that first NCAA tournament win and getting to the Sweet 16. And I really want to thank the fans. It was so, to hear Mark Byington, the coach from Vanderbilt, talk about it was the loudest environment he had ever coached in a neutral site NCAA tournament game 8 hours from home. And that just tells you everything you know about Husker Nation, about our fan base. It's absolutely special. And to share this journey and to share this ride with them, just makes this even more special. I want to thank administration. Troy Dannon has been unbelievable in his staff. On the administrative side, they make our jobs very easy. In today's landscape, this is a tricky business right now. But if you have great leadership at the top, and that's where it starts with Troy Dannon, Keith Zimmer, our sports supervisor, just really fun to go to work with those guys every day when you know you have the support that you have to be successful in today's landscape. So, once again, thanks to everybody for showing up. Thanks to the AP voters for this really fun award. I'm going to put this on my mantle, and looking forward to looking at this thing every day. But thanks to everybody, my mom and dad, who started it all with the journey in Lincoln, and really to have my life come full circle. So I was born in Lincoln, and being back there now, and I've coached in front of the two most special fan bases that there are in my life, with Iowa State and now at Nebraska. So really cool and great to accept this here in Indianapolis, where my kids, again, two of them were born at St. Vincent's Hospital, and just brings back a lot of great memories being back in this great state and in this great town.